How is it going? Oh shoot, I should put a mic on. How's it going, everybody? For the past year, I've been mentally slacking off, and it didn't occur to me till last night, which at the time was September 30th, that the next day would be October 1st, and I had yet to make another sketchbook for Inktober. I got all the papers together, I sewed the pages. This isn't the book, this was from 2 years ago. No, the one I have currently isn't leather bound yet. I'm feeling pretty good about this year. It is day one, I got the prompt, I got my idea, I'm putting it on paper, I'm getting it done. I'm not saying that this year is going to be perfect. I'm definitely not saying that I'm not going to fall behind. I just kind of feel that since this is my third year doing this, I know what I'm getting into, and I kind of have a rhythm going. If I do fall behind, it'll be much easier than past years to catch back up. And like this year, I have the whole setup. I'm recording what I'm doing so that you can kind of come along my progress. I don't remember what the last thing I recorded was, but the rest of that footage of that drawing you were watching me draw, it's gone forever, because instead of doing interval shooting like I was supposed to, I just hit record, and I ended up recording a 4K video that stopped recording in the middle of my session because I ran out of storage. And you know, to just like sprinkle onto this update, I am 6 days behind. That moment right there really sucked because it was only day one, and it was unfortunately the first of many problems I had during this challenge. I gotta change this lighting, I look too pale. In case you haven't noticed, between now and my first video, if you've even gone back that far, I will be surprised if you have, there's always something that really sucks, whether it be a minor thing or everything, and as you keep progressing, you'll see that I learned to fix that. Unfortunately, this is one of those videos where one of the major things having to do with it is something I need to learn to do right. And you know, with me being behind every once in a while throughout this, on top of that, didn't make things that much better. You know, despite all that, day one was in fact a success. Unfortunately, I did screw up the time lapse. Aside from that, very successful day. Day two, on the other hand, was a very different story, simply due to the fact that there was so much clutter that I had yet to clean up. I didn't have much space to record, except for the kitchen table, of course, but I couldn't use it because, you know, my family needs to eat. And that's just an example of just pretty much how every other day went. The drawing didn't even get finished on that day because that drawing had a lot of solid black in it, and the biggest pen I had a 0.3mm tip. I have completed day 5, and I will now bind this book. I'm not gonna lie, I feel very discouraged. First 5 days, I was on it. I felt good, man. Hey, everybody shut up. It's day 5, and I got 5 pictures done. All those other artists, Da Vinci, Picasso, Michelangelo, the guy that drew soup cans, Van Gogh, that guy's a punk. And then I didn't touch my sketchbook for a while. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna get it done somehow. You know, at the very least, this year I actually have the equipment to document my progress. At the very least, this year I actually have the equipment to document my progress. So I fell behind early, but I caught up like that until I hit a wall on day 6 and fell 7 days behind. During this time, however, I learned how to successfully record a time lapse from beginning to end without fail. Sounds very, very simple, and it is. Day 13, let's get the 7th picture done. All right, everyone stop. Stop what you're doing and just look at this moment. Bask in it. Because right after that was recorded, it was the first time everything just went smoothly. And then it just kept going. It just kept going smoother and smoother and smoother. And then I had a system going. And oh my god. Let's go, baby! Yeah. Alright, look, I know what you're thinking. Wow, it's so great that he finally got his time lapses going. No, that's not a time lapse. That's in real time. I was so excited. I drew and inked that fast. That's how I was able to catch up so quickly. Yeah, you heard that right. Because on day 18, I was finally caught up. Yeah, baby! If I'm being honest, being 6 days behind that early was the best mistake I could have ever made in this whole Inktober thing. I didn't want it to be like last year where I did 13 on the very last day. I forced myself to push through the lack of motivation, and I was doing 2 or 3 drawings a day, so that by the time I got caught up, I was already accustomed to doing several a day. So now doing just one is a breeze. And it was. I did fall behind once more, but only by a couple of days, and I just got back up. If I'm being quite honest, the biggest challenges about this was just, you know, getting out of bed and then sitting down and coming up with something to draw and then doing it. There was also the factor of work and life, because as hard as it may be to believe, I have one. Which begs the question, did I do it? Did I complete it? Do you really think there'd be a video if I didn't? Yeah, baby! So without further ado, enjoy the last 11 days worth of quality time lapses. hope you enjoyed it. Check them out on Instagram if you can. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you know it's good for you. Thanks for watching. AP out.